Stop!
Hello and welcome to the video. My name is Despina Pavlou and I'm an online coach and certified personal trainer. And in today's video, I want to talk about the birth control pill. So if you're thinking about going on the birth control pill, you need to watch this whole video because I'm going to break down the facts that I wish I knew before I started the birth control pill, and you're going to be very shocked to find out all of the things that the birth control pill can cause. And if you're like me, regret ever being on it and ever regret having the thought of going on it. But yeah, basically here are things you should know about the birth control pill. So let's get into it. The birth control pill is commonly used by women who want to suppress ovulation, so they want to use it to avoid getting pregnant. But the birth control pill now, and for some time now, has been used as a treatment approach for PCOS, as a way for women to get their period back, as a treatment for acne, so many things. But the birth control pill is not the only treatment approach for PCOS, and it doesn't get to the root cause of the problem. It makes matters worse. With PCOS, you have to get to the root cause of the problem, or the root cause of the hormone imbalance, what's causing the hormone imbalance. With the birth control pill, it essentially makes your endocrine glands, makes your hormones essentially redundant. So, because you're taking in these synthetic hormones, so when you come off it, you have all these problems. But while you're on it, I'm going to discuss also while you're on it, there is also problems, as well as if you decide to come off it. So either way, there's issues. But I was told by my doctor to go on the birth control pill for my PCOS and regain my lost period. And it was the biggest mistake I made. Thankfully, I was only on it for 15 months compared to other women who have been on it for years. But the reason I stopped it was, and I'm going to discuss one of the reasons in detail, but the swelling of my left calf, which I thought might have been thrombosis, and that freaked me out. But yeah, the birth control pill has so many side effects and risks that you really need to know. So you need to understand all of the risks and be aware of it, and then if you still decide to go on the birth control pill, at least you know. So there are two types of birth control pills, and the difference is based on the hormones present. They are the progestin-only pills and the combined oral contraceptive pills, which is a combination of both progestin and estrogen. So don't get me wrong, I'm not against medication, and I do understand that in some cases the birth control pill may be the only option, or one option to help with the progress. But it's important to know that if you are on the birth control pill, you don't want to be on it for too long, so you need to make lifestyle changes, diet changes, while on the birth control pill, so that you can come off it, if that makes sense. So in combination with birth control pill, you need to be making the lifestyle changes, so you're not on it for a long period of time. So now I'm going to get into the 7 things I wish I knew and that you should know before you go on the birth control pill, before you start the birth control pill. So number 1 is it depletes your body of vitamins and minerals. I was actually aware of this before I started the pill, because I was hearing a lot of how the birth control pill depletes your body of certain nutrients. So I was aware of this one, especially when I started it as well. I was doing a bit of research, so I came across this factor, and I just thought that if you supplement, it'll be okay. But the birth control depletes your body of vitamin B12, vitamin B6, zinc, magnesium, selenium, folic acid, vitamin C and E, and coenzyme Q10. So as you can see, there's a lot of nutrient deficiencies that the birth control pill can cause. Some women notice that once they come off the pill, they notice the changes immediately to, for example, energy levels or mood, while others may notice it in a few months or even a few years. Nutrient deficiencies caused by the birth control pill, left untreated, can cause serious health risks such as depression, anemia, blood clots, headaches, uterine cancer, birth defects. The second thing about the birth control that you should know is it delays fertility. I mentioned this a little while ago in the intro, but with the birth control pill, because you're taking the synthetic hormones, your endocrine glands basically take a break. They're not needed to do the work that they should be doing because you're taking in these synthetic hormones to do the job. So they essentially take a break and they're like, okay, well, we're not needed anymore. So when you eventually do come off the birth control pill, things are all over the place still, and you may notice that your period is non-existent, it's disappeared, or it's very regular. And that's basically what you don't want that when you're trying to conceive, because you want to know when you're ovulating, you want to know when your period is coming, when you're ovulating, all this stuff. You need to know the facts so you can conceive. And the birth control pill, many women have noticed that some women get their period back after 4 months of coming off the birth control pill, while others may notice it takes even more. Well, some women notice that it takes a couple of years. It's very dependent on the person. For me, I noticed that in the first 3-4 months it kind of did come back, then it was non-existent, and I didn't have a period for over about 6 years until I got it back again naturally, which I'll make another video, so stay tuned for that, where I'll talk about how to get period back, why you lost it, all that stuff about period. But yeah, so the birth control pill delays fertility because you don't know when you're ovulating, your period goes out the window, everything's completely. Third thing you need to know about the birth control pill is that it kills friendly gut bacteria. The birth control pill can kill a friendly gut bacteria, causing problems with digestion and can result in candida, which is yeast. Estrogen, which is the main hormone found in birth control pills, is known to promote the growth of yeast. Too much yeast can cause sugar and carb cravings, among other things. As a result of the birth control pill killing off friendly gut bacteria, digestion, breakdown and absorption of nutrients is affected. Along with a damaged digestive system, the immune system is also harmed as a result of the pill. A healthy immune system is important to help fight off infectious diseases. Insufficient friendly gut bacteria does not only affect your health, but it's possible that it can also affect your future children. Your future children can become more susceptible to short-term and chronic illnesses. The fourth thing I wish I knew before I started the birth control pill was that the birth control pill increases inflammation. Studies show that women on the birth control pill have increased markers of inflammation. Although women with PCOS already have the underlying inflammation, whether it's because of insulin resistance or chronic levels of stress, it's something that we want to work on reducing and not making more. The fifth thing you need to know before you go on the birth control pill is the birth control pill increases the risk of breast cancer. It was commonly believed that the birth control pill was not associated with an increased risk of breast cancer. Doctors suggested that a lower dose of hormones would reduce the risk of cancer. From recent studies, we are led to believe that we should be more conscious and aware of the risk of birth control pills and breast cancer. The sixth thing that you need to know before you go on the birth control pill, or if you think about going on the birth control pill, is the increased risk of blood clots. This was the final straw for me that led me to completely stop. It was the swelling on my left calf that I thought was thrombosis and freaked me out. It's the estrogen found in the birth control pills that increase the risk of blood clotting. So the high dose of estrogen can increase the risk of thrombosis. Thrombosis increases the likelihood of a heart attack or stroke. The seventh and final thing that you should know about the birth control pill is that it increases the risk of depression. Research has found that women who take the oral contraceptive pill, which is a combination of both progestin and estrogen, are 23% more likely to suffer from depression and anxiety. Another study found that teenagers who are on the birth control pill were 80% more likely to take antidepressants compared to teenage girls who were not on the birth control pill. So as you can see, there is an array of health risks and things you really need to know before you go on the birth control pill. Or if you think about going on the birth control pill, just know these facts. I wish I knew these facts, and if I knew all these facts back then, I doubt I would have gone on it. It's definitely one of my biggest regrets, especially considering the side effects and the risk that happened to me. It's definitely one of the biggest things, but I guess it's only through going through this stuff and trying do you know and are able to provide some insight for others who are thinking about going on it. But I definitely think that there needs to be more information about the birth control pill, and for women to know that it's not the only treatment option, and it's, you know, there's other natural treatment alternatives out there, from changing your lifestyle, diet stuff. I've spoken about this a lot. It's all on my blog. Check out the blog, links in the description. But I really hope you gained something from this video, you learned something, and you'll think twice about maybe starting the birth control pill. But if you do, at least you know these facts, and always consult a doctor before anything. Get your blood work checked, everything. Just make sure you know what you're getting into. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, I hope this video helped. Don't forget to give it a like, comment anything, any questions. I'm here to help. Share the videos to spread awareness about PCOS and the birth control pill, and please don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it, and stay tuned for plenty more videos. Thank you.